Have you ever wondered if there's a smarter way to invest in Ethereum without actually buying and holding it yourself? Well, you're not alone. Many people are diving into cryptocurrencies every day. But the problem is, it's not always easy to know the safest and smartest way to invest. Today, we're going to explore something that's been catching a lot of attention lately: Ethereum ETFs. Could these ETFs actually give you a better ROI than Bitcoin? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what Ethereum ETFs are, why they might be a game changer for beginner investors, and whether they could be the smarter choice over Bitcoin.
Hi there. Before we dive in, please take a moment to read the full disclaimer on the screen.
First, let's clear up something crucial. What is an ETF? ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund, and in simple terms, it's a type of investment fund that you can buy and sell on the stock market, just like regular stocks. Imagine it as a basket that holds a bunch of assets, in this case, Ethereum, and you're buying a piece of that basket instead of buying Ethereum directly. The cool part is, you don't have to worry about storing it, keeping track of private keys, or worrying about digital wallets. The ETF takes care of all that for you. Now let's get to Ethereum. You probably already know that Ethereum is one of the largest and most popular cryptocurrencies in the world, second only to Bitcoin. But here's something interesting. Ethereum isn't just a currency. It's also a platform for building apps, launching new cryptocurrencies, and creating smart contracts that run automatically without middlemen. That means Ethereum has a lot of real-world use cases, and it's constantly evolving. But here's the question. With all this potential, is it really better to invest in Ethereum ETFs than buying Bitcoin directly? To answer that, we need to understand a few important points about investing. Bitcoin is often seen as digital gold. It's valuable, it's scarce, and many people use it as a hedge against inflation. But Ethereum is like a tech stock. Its value isn't just about scarcity. It's about the technology and the ecosystem. Every time a new project or decentralized application, DApp, gets launched on Ethereum, it adds value to the network. And when more people use Ethereum, its price tends to rise. Here's where ETFs come into play. Buying an Ethereum ETF can actually help you manage risk. Why? Because you're not holding the cryptocurrency yourself, you're letting professionals manage it. That means less stress, less risk of theft or loss, and more convenience. Some ETFs even hold other cryptocurrencies or related assets alongside Ethereum, so you get exposure to the whole ecosystem, not just one coin. It's like investing in an index fund for crypto. But of course, there's always a catch. No investment is perfect. Ethereum ETFs can come with management fees, and their price may not exactly match the real-time price of Ethereum. So you need to be aware of that before jumping in. Also, since ETFs are traded like stocks, you need a brokerage account, and depending on your country, there might be regulations that affect how you can invest. Now let's make this fun. Here's a question for you. If you could invest in one cryptocurrency ETF today, would you choose one that focuses purely on Ethereum or one that spreads across multiple cryptocurrencies including Bitcoin? Think about it, and drop your answer in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you all think. Another reason Ethereum ETFs are attracting attention is because of their potential for higher ROI. Bitcoin has already had massive growth over the past decade, but Ethereum has been catching up. Some analysts believe that Ethereum has more room to grow because of all the projects being built on its network. If more people adopt Ethereum for smart contracts, decentralized finance, and NFTs, the demand could skyrocket, potentially giving investors a bigger return than Bitcoin in the long run. But don't just take my word for it. Look at how Ethereum's price has reacted to major updates, like the Ethereum 2.0 upgrade. Each upgrade has improved scalability, reduced energy usage, and increased network efficiency. That's the kind of growth potential that can make ETFs attractive, especially for beginners who want exposure without the hassle of managing digital wallets or private keys. Now, here's a question you need to think about. Would you rather deal with the complexity of storing Ethereum securely, Or would you prefer the simplicity of buying an ETF and letting experts handle it? I want you to answer that honestly and leave your reply in the comments. The discussion could really help other viewers who are on the fence about where to start. Let's also talk about timing. You might be wondering, is it too late to invest in Ethereum ETFs? Honestly, no investment is ever guaranteed, and timing the market perfectly is almost impossible. But here's the good news. ETFs are designed for long-term growth. Instead of worrying about daily price swings, you can focus on steady, long-term exposure. It's a more hands-off approach, which is perfect for beginners who don't want to spend hours analyzing charts or watching prices every day. Another advantage is that ETFs are traded on traditional stock exchanges. That means you can use your existing brokerage account, buy and sell with ease, and even include them in retirement accounts, depending on where you live. So, if you've been hesitant about jumping directly into cryptocurrency because of security concerns, Ethereum ETFs give you a bridge into the crypto world safely and conveniently. But here's something you might not have considered. Not all Ethereum ETFs are created equal. Some track the actual Ethereum price, while others invest in companies related to Ethereum. Some are more aggressive and volatile, and others are more conservative. That's why research is key. You need to look at the fund's holdings, fees, and performance history before investing. And that brings up another question. When you think about risk, are you more comfortable with a fund that mirrors Ethereum's price exactly, or a fund that diversifies across the crypto industry? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion might spark a great discussion. Let's also talk about strategy. If your goal is ROI, consider combining Ethereum ETFs with other investments. For example, some investors balance crypto ETFs with traditional stocks or bonds to manage risk. Others focus on dollar cost averaging, investing a fixed amount regularly to reduce the impact of market volatility. The beauty of ETFs is that they make these strategies easy to implement, even if you're a complete beginner. And here's a bonus tip. Watch how regulations evolve. Governments around the world are still figuring out how to handle cryptocurrencies and ETFs. Changes in regulation can affect the price of Ethereum ETFs, so staying informed is crucial. But the good news is, ETFs are generally more stable in this regard than buying Ethereum directly because they operate within the traditional financial system. Now, I want to ask you something important. If you could invest $1,000 in Ethereum ETFs today, how would you split it? Would you put it all in Ethereum or diversify across a few ETFs? Think about your strategy and write it down in the comments. I want to see your investment logic. Before we wrap up, let's summarize why Ethereum ETFs could be a better choice than Bitcoin for some investors. Number 1, they reduce the hassle of handling cryptocurrency yourself. Number 2, they can provide diversified exposure to the crypto ecosystem. Number 3, they are easier to buy, sell, and include in traditional investment accounts. And number 4, Ethereum's potential for real-world adoption could translate into significant growth over time. Of course, Bitcoin is still an amazing investment, but if you're looking for something that might give you a higher ROI in the long term and comes with professional management, Ethereum ETFs are worth considering. But remember, no investment is risk-free. Always do your research, consider your risk tolerance, and only invest what you can afford to lose. So here's my final thought-provoking question for you. Do you think Ethereum will eventually outperform Bitcoin, or is Bitcoin still the ultimate crypto investment? Leave your thoughts in the comments and let's have an interesting discussion. I love seeing the different perspectives from viewers like you. If you found this video helpful, insightful, or just plain interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing content, and share this video with friends who might also be curious about Ethereum ETFs. Your support helps me bring more beginner-friendly crypto content straight to you. Remember, the world of investing is constantly evolving, and understanding new options like Ethereum ETFs could put you ahead of the curve. By taking small, informed steps, you're giving yourself a chance to make smarter investment decisions, potentially earn better returns, and stay safe in the volatile world of cryptocurrency. All right, that's it for today. Ethereum ETFs are no longer a niche topic. They're becoming a practical, beginner-friendly option for anyone interested in crypto. Take your time, do your research, engage in the comments, and start thinking about how you can include them in your investment strategy. Who knows? This might be the start of a smarter, safer crypto journey for you. So tell me, which would you pick if you had to start investing today? Ethereum ETFs, Bitcoin, or a mix of both? I can't wait to read your answers. Drop them in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going.